This is a story about Krishnamurti, the great Indian philosopher and the wise spiritual teacher. For over 50 years, he traveled all over the world, speaking, lecturing, teaching, trying to explain in his own words concepts and ideas that were and that are beyond words, really. So I read a story about him once in which he surprised his audience by saying he was going to reveal his secret. Do you want to know my secret? He said. So as you can imagine, everybody was listening attentively, and everybody wanted to know the secret of his wisdom. And Krishnamurti would finally reveal the key to what he did to live mindfully and fully and find constant calm and harmony and balance in his life. So he said, "This is my secret. I don't mind what happens." He just said that, and he didn't elaborate. And so Eckhart Tolle, when he reflects on these words by Krishnamurti, he says that his words appear to be very simple, but they are actually very, very profound. Because when we do not mind what happens, what does that imply? It implies that internally we are in alignment with what happens. It doesn't matter what this moment brings, however pleasant or unpleasant it is, because to be in alignment with what is means to be in a relationship of inner non-resistance with what happens. It means not to label what happens mentally as good or bad, but just to let it be. Now, does this mean you can no longer take action to bring change into your life? No, of course not. On the contrary, when the basis for your actions is inner alignment with the present moment, your actions become empowered by the intelligence and awareness itself, right? When we are in alignment with the present moment, whatever it might be, without any resistance or without any avoidance, fear and anxiety actually dissolve, and we feel profound peace deep inside as we are playing the role of the witness, of the observer. This is, of course, very challenging to practice, right? But it is like all the other pearls of wisdom we learn from contemplative traditions, like beginner's mind, the isness of the moment, be here now. And what Krishnamurti is actually speaking about is acceptance of what is happening as if we have chosen it. It doesn't actually mean we like it or we approve of it. It means we know it is already here, and it would be futile to fight against it, to struggle against it. Does it mean we are not going to try to resolve whatever problem there is? No, of course not. We will change whatever is within our power, but we can also see what is happening as a seed for our own growth, for our own evolution. The important thing is that we are not adding to the conflict. Instead of adding self-created clouds that clog our brains, we are clearing up the sky in our minds, so we can see whatever is happening with much, much more clarity. And sometimes it's very, very difficult to actually not mind what is happening, right? So when we cannot do that, we can compassionately forgive ourselves and count our blessings without dwelling on our burdens. This is part of the art of living. It is just such an ongoing, amazing journey. And being present for all of it is part of the blessing. Thank you so much for listening. Namaste.